Hello everyone, this video teaches you to knit small badminton racket pendants. First, take out the blue yarn. Wrap your fingers around the yarn. CH chain stitch to start the needle. Crochet hook underneath the thread. Make a loop. Hook the thread out. This completes ACH. We need to knit a total of 41 trees. This is the first one. This is the second one. 3, 4, 41 CHs later. We pick up the penultimate CH with a crochet hook. That's half a stitch of the stitch. Knit 1 SC single crochet. Continuing down the SC. The row where we are currently weaving SC is called the first row. In the first row, we are knitting a total of 40 SC. Knit all the way to the first stitch. Knit up to this point. Let's see my demo. The third SC, fourth SC, After the 40 SC are knitted, we hook edge. Turn the piece over. 40 SC in the first row above the stitches. Continue knitting SC. That's the second row. Keep weaving 40 SC. Now I've finished the 40 SC in the second row. On the third line, first hook ACH. Flip the piece, weave the same way as the second row, still on 40 SC stitches, knit SC. Everyone just follow this. Knit all the way to the leftmost stitch. Finish this row. We've now completed the 40 SC in the third row. Still hooking edge. Flip the tab, starting the fourth row. Knit the fourth row in the same way as the second and third rows, still knitting 40 SC. After the fourth row of 40 SC, make the loop bigger. Take out the scissors. Leave about 30 centimeters of yarn. Cutting. Pulling the coil out. At this point, we have the main skeleton of the racket complete. Now we need to stitch the blue woven pieces together. Sewing needs to be done with a length of wire greater than the fabric. Sew it in together. Threading the thread into the needle. We need to put the last loop with the first loop. Just stitch it together one by one. Let me show you how it's done. Put the pre-prepared wire. If your wire is thicker, you won't have to bend it anymore. If the wire is thin, You can bend it once or twice. Each stitch corresponds to all the way to the end. For the fourth round, I picked the half of the V in SC stitch. I only picked the outer half of the stitches, not all of them. After the stitching is done, cutting off the excess yarn ends. Bending this piece of fabric with the wire threaded through it. Folding into the shape of a badminton racket. Sew and join this position to this position. Stitch from below. This has the yarn head directly. Stitching out at the seam location. Joining the two parts together. After you've sewn them together, back and forth across the body of the fabric, performing the operation of hiding the yarn head. Cutting the excess yarn head short. This completes the frame of the racket. Put it aside. Take out the apricot colored thread. Now we'll teach you how to knit the handle of a racket. This is a weave at the top. After wrapping the fingers around the thread, we need a magic ring. Six SC in the first loop. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 SC. Tighten the coils when you're done. Crochet hook into the first SC stitch. Knit a ship stitch. Tightening the loop. End of first lap. Knitting method for the second loop. First hook ACH. Next hook ASC in the first loop of 6 SC stitches. The second loop is a knitted 6 SC without addition or subtraction. After the completion of the 6 SCs, crochet hook into first SC stitch. Knit a SSSL straight ship stitch. Pull the loop tight. Hook a CH on the third loop. Same as the second loop. Knitting 6 SC. This first yarn head we can cut off. After the 6 SC are knitted, crochet into the first stitch, knitting a ship stitch. Everyone, pay attention to the knitting. Because the body of this fabric is smaller, you have to look at the position of the stitches when you enter the needle. Now we'll start the 4th loop. For the 4th loop, we need to knit December. Let's see my demo. First, hook ACH. Crochet ASC in the first stitches. On the second and third stitches, knit a deck. Let's see my demo. Crochet the second half of the stitch. Continue with half a stitch of the third stitch. Then bring the thread out at once. Weave ASC. This completes a deck. Next, we weave ASC. 2 stitches left in this last round. Need to knit a deck. Pick up half of the first stitch. Go to the second stitch and pick up half a stitch. Crochet around the thread, knitting a deck. This completes the 4th loop. After weaving the deck, we are on the first SC stitch. Knit a ship stitch. Pulling the loop tight. Reserve about 10 cm of yarn head, break the threads. Pulling out the loop. Now we need to utilize the hand sewing needle. Put in the finished apricot colored fabric. Sewing together the blue fabric. If our wire is too long, we can cut it off. To sew the pink and blue parts together, take out your hand sewing needle. Just make a simple sewing connection. That's it for the last stitch. The next stitch brings the 2 parts together. It's easier. If you're afraid it won't hold, you can sew it twice. After the circle is sewn together, we've hidden the yarn head inside the fabric. After hiding the thread, take out the scissors and break the thread. After the main frame of the racket is woven, we sew the mesh to it using a hand sewing needle. Degree of sparsity of the net, you can sew it to your liking. It can be sewn more densely, can be sewn more sparsely. Sew as much as you like. It's easy to do. Let's hide the rest of the threads. Thread the starting needle into the same stitch. Tie a knot. Remember to tighten the rope. Cut off the excess string. Use a crochet hook to make this knot, bringing it into the fabric. This is what the finished product will look like when it's finished. This is the end of our video tutorial. This video teaches you how to knit a small badminton pendant. Let's start with some apricot colored yarn. Wrap the yarn around your finger. Magic ring. Then crochet the first loop in the round. The first loop is crocheted. Crochet 8 SC. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 SC. Pulling the coil taut until there is no hole in the center. After tightening the coil, we are using a crochet hook. Thread the first stitch of the first loop, inserting the crochet hook into the stitch, bringing the thread out, bringing it out in one go. tensioned coil. The first loop is done. Crochet a CH in the second round. Then knit 8 SC on the 8 stitches of the first loop. The third lap requires a color change. Need to knit with blue yarn. So we are in the last SC. We are going to change the yarn. Let me show you how it's done. Crochet insertion, bringing the thread out, take out the blue yarn. Bringing out the blue yarn with a crochet hook. This completes the change of yarn. You can use scissors to cut the apricot colored thread. At this point we have two threads here. One is the thread of the blue yarn. One is this thread that was just cut off. When we knit later, hide these two threads as we weave. Insert the crochet hook into the first SC stitch of the second loop. These two threads are placed on top of the crochet hook. Bring out the blue yarn. Tightening the loop. End of second lap. The third loop starts by hooking ACH. Then on the 8 stitches of the second loop, hook ASC in each stitch. That is, weave 8 more SC. These 2 stitches remain above the crochet hook. Cut the thread here in the third stitch. Take out the crochet hook and keep crocheting. Because the next round is going to be knit with white yarn, so when hooking the ASC, to complete the white yarn changeover, to demonstrate it again, insert the crochet hook into, bringing out the blue yarn, take out the white yarn. Bringing out the white yarn with a crochet hook. Here you can cut the blue thread. Crochet hook into the first SC stitch of the blue yarn. Place these 2 remaining stitches on top of the crochet hook. Knitting a ship stitch. Pulling the loop tight. First hook ACH. Knit AHDC half double crochet on the first stitch. Crochet winding. Insert the crochet hook into the first SC stitch. The remaining 2 stitches are placed on top of the crochet hook. Hide the thread, bringing the line out. Crochet in the thread. 3 loops on the crochet hook at once. This completes the HDC. Next we crochet to CH. Next, we come to the second SC stage. We'll skip the knitting here. Knit a HDC on the third stage. Crochet around the thread. Crochet hook into the third stage. This is not knitted. Insert in the next stitch. Still place these 2 threads on top of the crochet hook. Hide the yarn. This completes the HDC. Continue crocheting 2 more CH. The 4th stitch is skipped and not knitted. We crochet around, knitting HDC in the 5th stitch below. Knit 2 CH. Then knit HDC in the 7th stitch below. Knit 2 more CH. And that's the end of the loop. We've hooked a total of 4 columns in HDC. Finding the stitch corresponding to the first column. Insert the crochet hook into the knit a ship stitch to connect. Pulling the collar tight, the 4th turn is complete. 5th lap. First hook 2 CH. Weave in the 4 posts of the 4th loop. On the first column, we begin by weaving ADC double crochet. Then we weave 2 CH. Continue in the first column of stitches, crochet ADC. This completes the first column. Let's find the second column. Crochet around here. In the stitches on the second column, crochet ADC. Next 2 CH crochet around. Crochet ADC in the same stitch. Second group completed. Finding the third pillar. Crocheting around the thread. Knit ADC in the stitch on the third post. 2 CH. Continue to crochet ADC in the same stitch pattern. Complete the third set. Find the 4th pillar. Crochet around the line. Knit ADC in the top stitch. 2 CH. Continue to knit ADC in the same stitch pattern. After the 4 groups are completed, we find the first group of stitches on DC. Thread the crochet hook into the top stitch. Knit a ship stitch to join. The 5th loop is complete. The 6th loop is knitted as crochet in the hole in the center of each 2 DCs. The first set of holes is here. The second set of holes. Third group. The 4th group. First crochet ACH. Then in the first group, in the hole between the 2 DCs, we weave an SC. And then we weave 2 CH. Continue to weave a SC in the same eyelet. Then continue to weave to CH. Finding the second group. The hole in the middle of the 2 DCs in the second group. 1 SC, 2 CH. Second SC, 2 CH. After weaving, finding the third group. The hole in the center of the 2 DCs. Weave 1 SC, 2 CH. Weave another SC, 2 CH. Next is the last group, the last set of holes. ASC, 2 CH. Weave another SC, 2 CH. After weaving, we need the first stitch of the first loop to be on. Crocheting a ship stitch. Tightening the coil. Take out the scissors and cut the wire. Pull out the coil. This time, we hide the reserved threads on the inside of the fabric. Taking out the hand sewing needle. Put this thread on the inside of the fabric to hide the threads. Follow the texture of the fabric to hide. This doesn't say it has to be a certain way. We just need to hide it on the inside. It's fine if it's not visible from the outside. Okay, now take out the scissors. Cut the threads off. Our badminton pendant is now complete.